everyone, Solomon back here. It's Sunday, the 4th February 2024. I'm just doing me here. It's Sunday. It's not even my day off. I go to work at 11 p.m. tonight. So I just disclosed my Chinatown experience and this coming back to the suburbs because my mom's psycho. And then people are like, why don't you do your own thing? Well, that was my thing. That was my family time, I guess. As God intended it to be. It wasn't fun for me. It was just fucking annoying. I'm Chinese. I'm Ching Chong, and that was my life, and that's it, Mott Street, Canal Street. I'm not like white American where things are all fancy and glittery and woohoo and looks like the movies or Hollywood. No, not at all. It's just wave after wave of Ching Chong, and you can't tell them apart, and it's just like savage. It's just like savage and shit, and that's what it is. I don't know. It's not. There's not gonna be a pretty woman. There's not gonna be a beautiful woman. There's gonna be Ching Chong, Ching Chong to your left, Ching Chong to your right, or if this was Nam, Charlie up in the tree, Charlie in the buried in a tunnel somewhere, Charlie in a hole, just Charlie in the sky, just Ching Chongs, and that was it. Then you occasionally get the white guy going out with, an Asian girl, and just like, wow, I wonder what he sees in her, and just like, I don't know, great, go ahead, that's good for diversity and spreading your seed and having hybrid white Asian children. Who's more racist? I don't know. White people or Asian people? I don't know. But that's good for society, in my opinion. The less super Chinese people are, the less anal and uptight they will be, or vice versa. In the world of white people, not everyone would need to be white and racist, super racist. They would just be a mix of other races, and people would better understand each other and get along with less racism and more diversity in their bloodline. And eventually, if you move 2,000 years from now, everyone eventually becomes brown, because just everyone would be a mutt, just having sex with everyone and each other and spreading their seed all over the place. I don't know. No one necessarily wants to be brown or dark. It's always light skin, white skin. Everyone wants to be white. There's no question, doubt about it. Everyone wants to be beautiful. Everyone wants to look Hollywood and Ching Chong, and is very far off from that. And that's just what it is. I don't know. Here I'm back in white suburbia. I don't know. This is just where I reside and shit. I have to go in silence because there are people around and they talk a lot, and I'm well aware that people are uptight and high strung. But whatever, I'm not gonna let it ruin my mood or change me. So I am who I am, and I'm just walking. I'm just trying to fill myself in the act of what the hell I did with my Sunday. You know, how I became who I became. You know, what I can do to better further improve myself, or future generations. I don't know. What can you be doing? Send your kids to Kumon or SAT prep courses, hire a private tutor, and then you become Tiger Mom, a Dragon Mom, and your kids become depressed and they want to leave. And then that only solves the economic issues. What about, being happy? I don't know. It's just, I don't want to think about these things. We're very low on the totem pole of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and you don't think about these things. You don't want to plan for these things. You don't want to think about these things because people are just not prepared. They don't want to know about these things. They don't need to reach actual self-actualization. They just go to work 9 to 5, rinse and repeat. The rat race. That's all you need to know. Like, no one wants to be so self-conscious what race they are, who they can mingle with. No one wants to know all these things. And the higher up the chain you go, it's just people just become more high-strung and uptight. Now they're talking about each other. Now they're judging each other. Now they're racist and stuff. Racism or sexism or all these other fucking issues. And wealth disparity and gaps and socioeconomic bullshit. And who does what. This one did this and this one did that, and why equality. And I don't know. And all that shit is just too much for me. I'm just gonna do myself, I don't want to think about race and, what people look like and who gets along with who and blonde hair and blue eyes this and that and who should die and all this political bullshit. What the fuck? What in the actual fuck, I don't know. I don't want to know. Your kids probably don't even fucking want to know. I'm gonna walk to that creek and I'm gonna start drinking my goddamn seltzer water, because a lot of times I just don't want to give a fuck. I'm probably just gonna get my bi-weekly paycheck and that's it. That's it. That's the only thing that's the only fucking thing that ever made me happy. All this shit and all this walking through the city and the park and meeting people, whatever. The only thing that I ever worried about was receiving my bi-weekly paycheck. If I have to go through this shit, they better be paying me a lot of money. That's shallow of me. That's stingy of me. But you know what? That's what it is. Some people have given up on society entirely and just dwell in their apartment or house, somehow financially survive. I think there's going to be more of that. Just like I said, or recorded, my experience in the city, it's always ran by, some kind of patriarch or matriarchy, and you can't do your own thing, and someone's always watching you or cursing at you, or the experience was very unpleasant. And fuck that shit, fuck society. Why should I participate in something that I fucking hate? It's a lot of yelling and screaming. People are annoying, as Marcus Aurelius wrote for the first thing he wrote in his book, journal and meditations. So, some things, my day off from work, the time I have off from work is just for me to, relax, spend time with nature. I don't, there's no reason for me to be going to the city. There's very little reason for me to go to the city, with family and do family things, because all I hear is people, talking bullshit all the same fucking time. I'm always Chinese. I'm always ching chong. It doesn't change. We're not going to Wall Street. We're not going to the Japanese village in Brooklyn. We're not going to Soho. We're not going to the damn seaport. It's always going to be the same motherfucking Chinese restaurant. China this, China that. And it's always the fucking same shit. And that's why I fucking hate. I just hate, Sometimes I just fucking hate. Just fucking hate, because it's just the Chinese dynamic. You're either Chinese or you're not, and that's just how it is, and that's just how it is. And that's why I myself just don't go out and just try to enjoy nature, because I'm spellbound by being Chinese, and everyone's always talking about China and this and that and dim sum, and it's just the same autistic Chinese shit all the time. Now it's fucking Chinese New Year. It's like I'm supposed to forget that I'm Chinese, and like with the curse of the Ching Chong. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's just my experience. I don't know. If I was Martha Stewart, I would be in jail already. We actually had Martha Stewart, one of her sons, one of her relatives, at my dad's dojo. Well, he died, but my aunt took over the place, and they called it Fight House. And they ran a successful business for about 10-15 years until it got shut down for maximum capacity during a UFC fight in there. And people were jealous and doing things, ex-employees, and pulling fire alarms, and private businesses don't survive that long. If it wasn't that, then the damn tax people would probably show up because of this and that and regulations, and and now no one wants to be in New York City anymore for business, commercial real estate. There's just too many rules and laws and regulations. People moved out in the suburbs. They did their work remotely on the computer and using the internet. And they don't want to go back in the city. For what reasons? They're in this beautiful white suburban area. And, they have to go into the city every day. I mean, for shit work. marketing and clients and like it's more annoying. It's more motherfucking annoying than it is like work. You know, but I don't know. Some people have to be there. Some people can't be doing work remotely. Like lawyers, they have to show up at court. Doctors have to show up to the hospital to do their surgery and check up on people. So it doesn't. Remote work only works for a select few kinds of people out there, demographic of people, tech gurus and stuff. How many of these people actually exist? I don't know. Coding and programming is very fucking dry. It's very fucking hard and ever changing and developing. So to have that kind of person around to begin with is pretty hard to find. They may be from China or India or something with a PhD. Other than that, there probably aren't too many of them to begin with, and that's what people are complaining about. And why do they need to help people anyways? I don't know. They have choices. Well, why do you work if you're already a millionaire? I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I've never been super entitled and millionaire this, millionaire that. What I can do for you is show you nature. Homeless people love not giving a fuck and just dwelling in nature. Nature doesn't give a fuck about money. Nature doesn't give a fuck about some whiny ass girl who's pretty with blonde hair or brunette and starts yelling at you and having kids and this and that. Some other fucking bullshit. This is the world of the homeless. No one oh, damn. As you can see, no one fucking cares. You know, if a man farts in the woods, does a woman accuse and complain about you? Nope. Because there's no woman around. There's your answer. You know, why guys are going off grid or going to be passport bros, you know. Other kinds of women in other countries are different, you know. They're cultured differently. In America, they're gonna yell at you. And they're gonna want you to buy them things. Even if they have money, their own money, they want you to pay for everything so you could be the boyfriend. So you could be their sugar daddy. So you can buy them another Gucci and Prada bag to show them that you love them, even though they already have, you know, 2 of each already. Why is it like that? It's like that. Once you're the boyfriend, once you're the husband, she treats you like shit. And, you know, then eventually there's going to be some domestic violence case, and she's going to accuse you of all these things, and next thing you know, child support, alimony, spousal support, you lose the house, you lose this, the car, and that, and you're just trying to survive. And, you know, that's what it is. And she's like, I'm not trying to annoy you. I'm trying to benefit you. And you're like, what the fuck did you ever do except take everything? And she doesn't know what she's doing. And it just comes off as bitchy. And no one's happy. I don't know. This is what, to me, money is useless. It's virtually useless. This is what I want. I hate people. They're always talking about money. They're always asking for, you know, how much can we charge you, and this and that, and investing, and this and that. It only benefits them more than it does you. I mean, like, what the fuck is the point of all this shit? I don't know. I don't know. Nature never cares. Nature doesn't give a fuck, you know? Japan just had like all these large-ass, big-ass earthquakes. They didn't give a fuck about money. Just, you know, China just had this massive mudslide and all these like people died and shit. No one gave a fuck. Turkey, there was a giant like earthquake last year and killed all these fucking people. No one. The fuck? When people do have money, what do? Vladimir Putin, Russia. Billions of dollars spent on war. Israel, billions of dollars spent on war. I mean, that's the only thing people ever use money on, to kill each other. It's just like, what the fuck? And to make more money. Pharmaceutical industry. Their drugs may cause more harmful side effects than benefits. You know? And we return to nature. I don't know. We always return back to nature. You know, there's no amount of money you can give to nature to stop a flood or storm or rain or sunshine or snow. It just does not give a fuck. I don't know. I wish I had more wisdom or insight today. It's just like, I don't want to care. I honestly don't want. I never saw anything, you know, that was truly mine. That was, you know, truly worth anything that lasts. It's the only thing that will last is nature. People bitch about this, people bitch about that. Nature doesn't give a fuck. Like a stream of consciousness, the river just flows. The river of time just flows. You don't have to pay anything, you don't have to own anything, you don't have to convince anyone to do anything, it just does. You know, you have too much technology, too much money, too much this and that. People just keep, you know, siphoning wallets and just trying to do weird things for more money. It's just like, who regulates nature? No one. It's just nature. It just fucking does its own motherfucking thing. You know, it doesn't care about how much money it spends. It doesn't care how much, you know, this or that. It just is. And so I like to enjoy my time outside, doing my own thing, not having to listen or hear another human being about their bullshit, and just enjoy the presence of nature, because nature doesn't give a fuck. And so that has been me. That has been my short video. Solomon Chau in 2024. Doesn't give a fuck. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.